Hey guys, just a quick video message regarding another new tool we'll be utilizing for our Elite Thoroughbred clients. As you know, we have begun the stable walkthrough video, which you'll see every 4 to 5 weeks. Basically, I go through the stable a couple of times a week and just have a look for myself how the horses are doing. You know, talk to the appropriate staff about certain issues, etc. And every so often I've decided to take the camera along with me and just walk it around with me whilst I'm doing that. And that was well received. Obviously the newsletter has been very successful. You know, we'll get 300 reads or 300 watches of that video within a day, within 24 hours from our owners now. We started off with a third of that. So that's obviously another initiative that's been very well taken amongst owners. What the idea of these new initiatives is to keep, you know, all our clients involved as a whole. You know, I know, you know, if you're a client and you've got, you know, say one horse, you know, there are some that have got 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, and they always seem to have something in work, and they always tend to have an interest because they've got a horse in work or a horse in racing, you know, whilst the others are out in the paddock, etc. But others who only take on one at a time, you know, possibly 2, there are points where there's not much information going out because there's not much to say. You know, when a horse is spelling, well, that's all they're really doing, they're spelling. And the only time you hear from me when they're spelling is when there's something wrong. So these new initiatives are designed to get everyone involved. So even though your horse is spelling, you're still getting all these videos, all these updates, different kind of content that'll keep you interested along the way. And that's what this new initiative, this third initiative we're introducing, is designed to do. Basically what it is we're bringing what we post on social media to the camera, so to speak. So, you know, normally, you know, let's say we have 3 or 4 runners in a week. Well, we'll post that on social media, whether it be our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we'll let people know the details of what's racing and where the day before. Not a lot of people have time to follow social media. And if they do follow social media, sometimes it's hard to do so every day or to pick up every runner, you know, because, you know, the great thing about our elite families, I'll call it, is everyone supports everyone, everyone follows the horses, you know, and everyone's cheering everyone else's horses on. So what I will be doing, and look, we'll only be doing this when it's well worth it. So, you know, if we've got 3 or 4 runners for the week, we'll be doing a video, basically just presenting what's running for the week, and you know, just general information. You know, if they're usually a good first up horse, if they need a few runs. It'll just be general information. As you'd understand, the finer details are reserved for the paying owners. But there certainly will be enough information for you to, you know, get involved, follow the race, and, you know, basically sum up where the horse is at come that race. Of course, if we've got a runner or a couple of runners, well, that's quite easy to follow on our social media websites. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so by going to one of my emails, and underneath my signature, you'll find those links. Particularly the YouTube is a good one, because if you subscribe to the YouTube, anything that goes up, and it may be about your horse, like a post-race or a pre-race, as soon as it's uploaded, which I do before we leave the race ground, you'll get a notification. So you'll be able to watch it right away. Whereas, you know, usually I've got to get home and, or get back to the office rather, and send the link out so people can see the video. So it would be a good idea to sign up to our social media pages. But that aside, if we do have 3 or 4 runners for the week or more, from now on, I will be posting a quick video up and just giving you a rundown of where they're racing, where the horse is at, and what to expect. Now this week we've already had a few runners past, so obviously going over those is not beneficial. It has been a good week though. We've already had a winner of those 3 runners. Cosmic Rush bolted in on Monday. He's been a very troublesome horse, but the stable have done a great job keeping him up and getting him to the track and targeting the right race at the right time. And that paid off for a second time. He's won 2 from 10 now with 3 placings and a couple of fourths. He's building a nice little record. So, you know, these videos would give you that information, you know, that he's racing. The one I suppose we can share with you this week is the race tomorrow. We have Test the Shadow resuming at Rose Hill. Tough race, you know, a lot of horses are much like him. They're coming off a couple of nice city wins. However, he's weighted very well. We've got a little apprentice named Diana on the horse, and that brings him down to 51 kilos. So he's not going to know what's on his back, or if anything's on his back. Look, she's ridden him his 2 trials and he's gone very well. And again, this is something Gary's quite good at, catching these jockeys before everyone else does. You know, we've seen it with the Berry brothers. You know, Gary was using the Berry boys, the both of them, excessively, as much as he could when they were apprentices. And then now, obviously, you can't book them. The same goes with Jess Taylor. I think there is not a single horse person out there that, you know, that genuinely follows race horses that can say that ever since she's come back from injury, that she is, you know, basically put her hand up as the best informed jockey at the moment. She won for us on Monday on Cosmic Rush, and at that point she'd won her last 5 from 6. And Gary's been using her for a while now, and for a long time she's been winning a lot of races in the Elite Thoroughbred colours. Her and Grant Buckley are among the best provincial jockeys going around, and now she's so difficult to book. You know, everyone wants her. So, you know, props to Gary. He finds these really good apprentices, and you know, on booking Diana a while ago, obviously when she trialled the horse, she comes out the week before, the past Saturday, and rides 3 winners in town. So, you know, she's a very good apprentice to have on board. He won't know himself with 51 kilos. He is first up, however. He does go better on top of the ground, even though he has won on rain-affected ground. But it is a tough race. You'd expect no less being placed in the grade he's racing in. But I would certainly follow Test the Shadow this preparation, and no better way to start than to watch his first up run. I believe the race is on at 3:30 on Saturday, as I said, at Rose Hill. So that's your first horse to follow off for one of these videos. So again, just touching on what we're doing, we'll be presenting our runners to you. We'll still be doing so through social media. And again, it's a good idea to sign up, because if it's a quiet week, well, you know, it's easy enough to follow on social media. But during these busier times where we have in excess of 3 and 4 and 5 runners, we will be sending out a video letting you know who those runners are and where they are running at. So it's just another initiative we're introducing in the hope that you guys have more than enough, and I'm sure you do, between the stable walkthroughs, the newsletter, Obviously, this new initiative we're starting, you know, your weekly updates, which usually come more than once a week, and all your nominations and acceptances, and you know, the video footage of the horses at the stable once every 6 weeks or so. There's plenty and plenty of content to keep you entertained. So hopefully, again, this is something that's well received, and you know, we will have some busy weeks coming up, so there is no doubt we will be using this tool, and it will be an effective tool for those owners who like to follow other people's horses, or the elite stable horses. So that's what we'll be doing. I just thought I'd let you know, and of course, you know, we've told you about Saturday now. So the next time you'll see me with regards to our runners is when we do have another busy week with a few runners. Until then, you can catch all the other details. You know, if we've got a couple of runners for the week, what have you, you can catch all those details anyway on our social media sites, which are located under my signature in my email. So we'll talk again soon.